So here we are on our walk, sit, having him sit. I'm going to release him to be free. My right hand, of course, patting his chest. Go, he's free. Oh, he's going to try to run over to Belinda. Whoop. Don't let go of that leash. So see how it can happen, like if you're not holding on very tight to the leash. So that's why it's really good to just put it around your wrist at all times. So when I call him, so when I release him like that, he could be free for the next hour. We could take the whole walk like this. Just make sure when you're walking him on free time that if he pulls you, you just do little pops on the leash so that you keep the leash loose. Because if you let him pull you around like this, pull you around, and you're doing this, grabbing it with the other hand like this, if you're grabbing it like this, you'll cause any dog to get stressed out. And that's how bad behavior develops. There's constant tension on the leash, constant pulling, they pull you around, and then they have to call a trainer because they have problems like aggression and out of control craziness. So when you're walking him, always keep that leash loose. Even if he's on free time like this, he tries to pull you, don't let him. Keep it loose like that. Keep that around your wrist so you don't lose them, because they're going to get bigger and bigger and bigger and stronger. So just do that. When I call him back to come to me, that means to come back to me and get back on the clock. So I've always practiced that because I want him to have a solid recall. I've always practiced that when he's at least looking away from me or distracted by something, so that he's very used to breaking away from something and coming back when he hears that. So now is a good time. See the puppy over there? Now notice Diesel. What are you looking at, kid? Hey. Good boy. So whenever I get a chance to just reinforce that behavior, him seeing a little dog, because I've heard about the problems with little dogs, even if it's far away like that, and then turning away to look at me, I want to reward him because I want to teach him break away, break away, break away, which ties into what we're about to do. Calling him to come away from noticing something is the ultimate in teaching him how to break away. See how he's still looking at the dog? Left hand leash, right hand reward, like a fist. Come! Good. So he comes to my right hand target. It opens, he gets his reward. My left hand grab the leash, see, like that. I step into him, sit. That's how you get him back on the clock. Now you could do some training or walk with him on the clock for a while, or you could just release him, go, to be free again. So I'm going to call him back to come to me one more time and show you again. So he's distracted, he's sniffing the grass. Come! See how I'm going backwards? When you back away, it draws the dog to you. Good, very good. The left hand grabs the leash because it's right there. You step into him. If you have to do a little circle, do your little circle. Sit. Good. If you don't have food, good. You can reward him like that. But it should be short and sweet. Don't be saying good and scratching his head and everything, because he's going to think he's on free time and he's going to go all soft in the brain and break out of his sit stay. So just good as you say the word, pet him once if you don't have food. So it's important, those rules. You call him to come to you, back away, because when the dog sees you backing away, they're drawn to you. If you say the command, and both puppies are really good on the recall, but if they ignore you, and you have them on the leash, you do a little pop. It's just like pop, like tap on the shoulder. They'll turn around, they'll see you backing away. Make sure that the food is in a fist, okay? It's a target. It's not a half open hand like that. It's not like that, because you're gonna not have, later on, you're not gonna not have food most of the time. You can't carry food most of the time. So in a few weeks of training like this, and we have a distraction passing by, down. It's easier to handle them in a down stay with distractions. Good. She's going to come from behind the camera person. Good. They love to come to this target already. They don't even know why. So you're not going to need food later on. You just make that target. You see that? See the distraction? Good. Good. And they'll come to this. And then you just love them up. When they come to you and say good, pretend like you have food, you're not going to need food. So after a few weeks, you're going to use less and less and less food. And then most of their life, you will not have treats when you have them do things. But every once in a while, you want to give them a reward, maybe once a day or so. If you're going to call them to come to you 5 times, 10 times in one day, maybe have one or two of those times have something for them. Just mix it up a little bit. But doing it this way will ensure that even now they'll always come to me if I make the target and I back away. And that skill will save their life someday when they're running out in the street. So make sure you make a fist. They love to come to this. Okay.